In less than 24 hours, the state will execute Gilbert Postel, a man convicted of killing 4 people back in 2005. The execution will be the 4th since the state resumed them last year. News on 6's Jonathan Cooper is live with new information about one of the most recent executions and how that could impact Oklahoma's execution protocol. Jonathan?
Craig, new court documents are providing some new details about John Grant's execution. He was the man first put to death by this state last year. We're also getting a look at his autopsy report. This 25-page investigation document providing new details into Oklahoma's execution of convicted murderer John Grant. Grant's execution made national headlines back in October when he became the first inmate executed by the state since 2015 after the state paused him due to flawed executions. During Grant's execution, witnesses described him vomiting and shaking before his death,
which covered his face and began to run down his neck and side of his face.
This report by the Office of the Inspector General also notes vomiting, but that Grant was, quote, successfully executed in accordance with Oklahoma state law. The report says before going into the execution chamber, the investigator witnessed Grant shouting curse words. He also witnessed Grant eating potato chips from a large bag and drinking a 2-liter bottle of soda in a hurried manner. Since then, the Department of Corrections has changed execution protocols to be earlier in the morning, and inmates are given their last meal the evening before. All of these details are part of hundreds of new documents now in federal court, as a federal trial is set to begin later this month, examining the constitutionality of the state's execution protocols. Grant's autopsy will also be included in those documents, which found judicial execution by lethal injection as his cause of death. The autopsy found vomit in his mouth and airways, along with heavy lungs and bleeding in the tongue. The Department of Corrections tells me today they do not comment on pending litigation. The state has also agreed to stay the execution of a man named James Coddington, pending the results of that trial that I mentioned later this month. Reporting live in Tulsa tonight, Jonathan Cooper, Oklahoma's own News on 6.